This is Nehf, Thoroughbred Trainer in Southern California, and here is the latest report on Lord Admiral as he prepares for his first start of 2017 at Santa Anita Racetrack. If you look at the Santa Anita website for the workouts today, or if you look on the Equibase website for today's workouts, you will see Lord Admiral breezed 5 furlongs in 1 minute 3.2 seconds. Now that's almost 3 full seconds slower than his last workout, and that translates to about 15 lengths. That's a big difference. So some of you have already asked in the comments, what's going on? Well, you can't go by those numbers in the strict sense, and I'll explain to you what went on with this breeze today. But first I want to explain again time. We're looking at 12-second furlongs. That is the gold standard. And at 5 furlongs, 12 seconds each furlong, that's 60 seconds, that's 1 minute. So if you've got a 1 minute workout at 5 furlongs, you're doing really good. That's great. If it's under a minute, that's excellent. You're going to be in the top couple of horses for that day. If it's over a minute and a second, say 1:02, you're going to be a fairly slow workout. So we're going to look at the breakdown step by step here. In fact, instead of going by the furlong, which is 1/8 of a mile, we're going to look at each 16th of a mile. So bear in mind that each 16th of a mile should be about 6 seconds. So anything faster or slower, you'll have some idea if that's good or bad. And a mistake I made was not sending a pony out there with this rider. Lord Admiral should have started at the 5 furlong pole. He started at the 6 furlong pole because he just couldn't be held in check. So Lord Admiral had already breezed a furlong before the clockers even started to time him. And one note before we start, we were supposed to have Corey Nakatani breeze the horse today, but he canceled on us, so we've got one of the other riders in his place. We're approaching the red and white 6 furlong pole. You'll see Lord Admiral throw his head, and that means he's taken off whether you want him to or not. So we'll start right here, even though the clockers have not started yet. And we'll see a black and white 16th pole coming up here in a moment. Using the video editing program that shows 30 frames per second, I can see that this 16th of a mile took 7.1 seconds. So that's considerably slower than the 6 furlong standard that we use. Another 16th of a mile brings us to the green and white 5/8 pole. This is where the clockers started timing Lord Admiral. Now, we're 5/8 of a mile from the finish line here. The time for this 16th of a mile was 6.36 seconds. .34 seconds for this 16th. At the red and white half-mile pole, half a mile from the finish line, we have 6.33 seconds. Slowing down just a touch, 6.4 seconds. And picking up the pace just a little bit here, 6 seconds flat. .07. .58 seconds. Notice the times have gone from a little over 6 seconds to now under 6 seconds. We had 6 seconds, 6.07, now 5.8. The speed has definitely picked up. .83 seconds for this 16th of a mile. What in the heck happened? Well, Look at the slack reins and consider that Lord Admiral has taken it upon himself to end the work, essentially. He's just kind of eased himself up. Now, the rider shouldn't have let this happen, but he did. Let's see where we go from there. We are now at the green and white 1/8 pole, an eighth of a mile from the finish line. Now, notice the slack is starting to come out of the reins. Lord Admiral is extending his neck, and zoom, he just went that 1/16 of a mile in 5.8 seconds. That is a remarkable move this late in a breeze, and to accelerate like that off a very slow 1/16 before it is unusual to say the least. Six seconds flat for this 1/16 of a mile. And finally, 6.2 seconds to finish this 6 furlongs, but officially only 5 furlongs. But wait, there is more. Lord Admiral just keeps on rolling here. Now the pace has gone down to about 30 miles per hour, about a 7.5 16th. So this pace continues past the red and white 6 furlong pole where we started. And Lord Admiral doesn't quit till he gets around to the half-mile pole. So that's a half mile past the finish of the work. And you can see the rider is setting back, leaning on the reins, got his feet forward. He is having a tough time pulling this horse up. So you can see Lord Admiral throwing his head, fighting the bit. He just wants to keep on rolling. So it's pretty clear that the 103.2 second workout that's officially posted was a lot tougher than it looked. And Lord Admiral is going to get a great conditioning effect from this, and it's really going to help prepare him for this upcoming race. So I will post the next workout. We're planning one for middle of next week. We hope the weather holds. We're going to have Ruben Fuentes back in the irons for that work, our apprentice rider. Looks like he's going to ride this horse in the race. So we'll keep you posted. Thanks for watching. Subscribe if you haven't, and good luck at the races.